Hello. Um, for there we go. Going. There we go. We'll move that off to the side. I think that's better. Okay. Now let's turn that volume down. Okay. As you see, I've been busy this week. I put in the glass in the bottom floor, so now we can only go in through the doorways. Also, yes, there's a chamber for the glass. This floor, I also finished up the carpet, or well, mostly finished up the carpet. When I pull this stuff back up, um, we're gonna have to put in that carpet. I also finished up the carpet on this floor, which did not have carpet on it before. And working on putting the carpet in on this floor, and I'm starting on this floor up here. I'm just putting in the stone brick floor, and then I'll go back through when I'm done, and I'll bring up the frog lights. I'm thinking, let's see, is it purple? Yeah, the next one up would be purple. So, yeah, hopefully I can get that done. But we're not working on that today. What we're working, the meat cooker. We want to get all types of meat. Now, last week, I had, at the end of the stream, I'd realized that the sorter was one level too high. So, after the stream, I spent about an hour or so, 45 minutes, and I did lower it one level so I could do that. I got everything set up. I put in these. I'm going to put item frames on each one, and that doesn't have any. I'll take one item and put it in the item frame so that I can see what's in what chest. Now, I've got the basic redstone clock for a sorter, which you know what, I think I could hop up here. There we go. So, yeah, that one's just blanked out. There's for my rabbit hides. There's for my white wool. There's for my regular leather. I tried to keep to the same order of stuff. Chicken, beef, pork, pork chops, mutton, and then rabbit. So chicken, cows, pigs, sheep, rabbits. Now you get feathers from chickens. You get leather from cows. You get wool from sheep. You don't get any other drops other than pork chops from pigs. So we did that. Rabbit hide from rabbits. Now this one's blank. This is going to be the rabbit's feet. When I get one, I'll put it in there, and then it can sort those. And then I put in the eggs from the chickens because we've got the three different types of eggs, and I've got them all set up for that. Then I've got two empty ones down at the end, just in case. Just in case another animal is introduced, something like that. And then I've got this at the end. Anything that does not get sorted will drop down in these chests. And then I can either put it back in the system, which would just be a matter of bring it back over here, and I can just put it in there. And it would go up the dropper elevator and then into those again. Or I can just come over here and open whatever chests and put it in. Now, I also did get, I set myself up since I was going through and I found a bunch of uncooked meat. So I set that up and I hooked that into the hopper line. I'm going to continue this hopper line as we go through this episode. And next week, this week we're going to do chickens. I'll do a chicken cooker down here. I do want to fix that floor real quick, which means just take this stone brick and then I can come over here and do 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Just like nothing happened there. So I'll do that and then I can put in this stuff. Let's see. So the chicken cooker, I want to leave a couple of spaces there. The chicken cooker, I need to have, I'll leave 2 blocks there. I need to have this wall here. I'm going to have middle section. I'm going to do it out there. I need a space in the back for hoppers. And then that wall there. And that's all it is. So, and then I need to come out 2 on each side. And I'll fill in the front. I'll fill in the front when I'm done. But I need dispensers. And I need my lava bucket. And a stone brick would be good to have. Actually, I think I'm going to need to take out some of that wall behind it. It's going to come out anyways, but I think I need to take some of it out before I get started with stuff. I'm going to need glass. Where's my hoppers? There's my hoppers. Because I need those, and I didn't see one that I had working. I'm going to need a pickaxe. Because I'm going to need to take out that block. And that's where a hopper's going to go in. Also, I'm going to put an I had to crouch to put that one on. I'm still crouched, and I'm going to put a slab on there. Now, we want to put in this on this middle block in the back. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. So then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put a block there. Look at the front of the block. Alright, well, I don't need to crouch. Look at the front of the block and put a dispenser. Now, I'm going to have to keep an eye on this. I may have to edit this up a little bit. But the eggs, they're supposed to hit this slab. Last I knew, they hit the slab when they're dispensed. And that breaks them, and every so often you'll get a chicken. So I'll have to check that out to see if that's still a thing. It's been a while since I've messed around with this. And then I took my block back up. I'm going to put it 1 block higher, and I'm going to put another dispenser there. Then, not crouched, I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to put a bucket of lava. Now, I got to be careful with that, because if I don't enclose stuff here, I'm going to get lava everywhere, and then that would be I'd be having a very bad day. So what I want to do is I want to grab my stone brick. I have glass, so I need my stone brick and scaffolding. Do I have... Nope. So we'll just do stuff as it is now. Now, scaffolding, I'm going to put down, and I'm going to go... No, not there. 1, 2 up. So that I can go 1, 2, and that's even with the top. Now, I'm going to go 2 on this side, and then I'm going to put 1 there, and all around here, I'm going to put glass. Now, I'm actually thinking about this. Maybe I don't need these. Maybe it's best I don't have those there, because I'm going to need to get a redstone signal. And this bottom one, I need to crouch and put a hopper in. Now, I'm crouched. I'm gonna put a hopper, and now I'm at the top here. And that's fine because I want to go up, and then hopper, and I think that's dirt and dirt, and then I'm up at the top. So, and what I need to do is I need to do hopper, 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 even with the grass. And I'm up top now. And I'm lined up with where I was going to put the road. So, you know what? I'm thinking stuff, this isn't the end of the world, because that's good where I've got that now. I need to come over here. I need a shovel. Gee, if I only had a shovel, right? Alright. I should have gotten this cleared out before, but no big deal. Oh, I got melons here. Well, I'm going to leave those where they are, and I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to clear out this whole thing. The reason being is I'm going to want another chicken coop. I'm going to have one that'll give me eggs to go down into the cooker, and I'm going to have another one that'll just give me eggs. Because there are things that I'm going to want eggs for. There are recipes that require eggs. I believe cakes require eggs. I may want to, at some point further down the line, I may want to expand out, have another base somewhere, and have another chicken farm, in which case I'll need chickens, and eggs will be a good way to get chickens. So do that now. Now, did that there? I'll put that in later. Now I want hoppers. I want to come out too. I want to come out. You know what? I want it 5 wide or 5 long and 3 wide. Then what I'll do is I'll have one line of hoppers that goes into here. And then I'll have another line of hoppers that goes in on the other side. Now I want to put some carpets there. I hope there's a color I have in mind. Ooh. And that's not going to give me enough. So I'm going to have to well, you're going to get to see something special today. Get that, and then we're going to swim over here. I'm glad I've got Silk Touch, because there was something I was going to do in a future episode, but we'll do it right now. Which would involve, move that up there, move that down there. I'm going to move all this up here. Then, no, I come over here. And yes, in every corner I put an anvil there. I'm also going to, probably here on both sides, I'll put a 3-high stack of chests. I don't know what they're going to hold, but just stuff to do. And then I think maybe under the windows, I'll put grindstones. Now, I know I don't need multiples because it's just me in the world, but just in case. So I know that I can find one. Now, we'll go to this guy since I've already got... Now, see how this is blue a little bit here? That means it's locked in. I've got this trait that takes 5 emeralds and 1 book, 4 Silk Touch. Now all I do is I go over this button where the Silk Touch is, and I just do X, and there I got a Silk Touch book. Now I wish I had mending. I put that on here also, but I don't have that. This is the reason I got the anvils, because that's how you apply the enchantments. And I'm going to change that to I'm going to change it to be a gentle pick. That had 2 spaces. I'll take 1 out. So it's gentle pick, and then I can hit R2, but I can come down here, do that, and then all I do is I come back to the end. See how it changed the name up top? I just pick it up. And there's Gentle Pick. Now that has Silk Touch. Now, the blocks that normally break when you pick them up, I can pick those up. Also, um, blocks, but with Silk Touch, they come up as grass blocks, and then I can replant them somewhere else to grow grass. Which, when I get this base finished, the top floor, which will be like way up there, the top floor, I will have an open grass area. And all the way around, I'll put a fence, but inside that block, it'll be stone brick, but inside that, I'm gonna have grass and dirt. I'll have I think I'll have it set up to be probably 5 tall. So between the two floors will be 10 blocks. And I'll go 4 or 5 levels of or 3 or 4 levels of dirt, and then a level of grass on top of that. And within that dirt is going to be a hopper line, because I'm going to put farms up top, certain farms. So now that I've got a Gentle Pick, I can do this. So glass blocks usually break. Now, see how it came up with the glass block? See how I got 55? If I line this one up, and now I got 56. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that side as glass. But on the left side of every one of these dispensers, I'm going to pick up the glass blocks. So, do that. This is so that I can replenish the shears. See the shears there? And a few of those are getting close to breaking. So I'll just put shears in there. And I've put lightning rods up on here. Yes, eventually I'll have a bee farm that'll get honey and beeswax, honeycomb, which I can make into beeswax, and take that oxidation off with beeswax, and then prevent it from oxidizing, turning green. Now, we'll get this done. Did I have any other? Nope. So I think I'll leave those back there, so that I just when I came in and found that the 4 sheep at the end of there had been taken out, and in their collection system, which I'll go down, I overhauled the collection system for the wool also. But I found in the collection system that they had other broadcasting only mic audio. That's weird. Hold on a second. We'll go out here. Not there. I want to go out here. Hold on, I'm checking network stuff. It is connected directly. I am unsure of why the video went out. I'm going to end this, and I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back.